Hi everyone, if you're new here, my name is Luann and I am walking through my grief journey and sharing my experience with everyone. I lost my husband in March of 2020 to liver cancer, and I have videos in the beginning that explain what we went through and how long his journey was. Yeah, so you can look back for those. I basically do this for my therapy and to share with you the real side of grief, not the one that a lot of people out there say they're counselors, say they'll help you hold, group meetings, all of this stuff. And that just wasn't for me. I didn't feel that I was being taken seriously or anything like that. So, this is how I'm coping with it. Is it the best way? Probably not, but you'll always get real and honest with me. Um, I did better this week. Just starting to feel like maybe I've gotten through the point of the holidays and the really sad part of it. Starting another year, knowing that it's another year I'm not starting with him. Um, yeah, when you go from being a wife and a caregiver to a widow and grief, it is a huge transition. And as hard as it is to be a caregiver to your spouse and all that comes with it, when they pass away and their suffering has ended, and that you're thankful that their suffering has ended, the same token is you go from being someone's everything to now what? Like, what's my purpose? Like, yesterday I was cleaning up for him and cooking for him and trying to get him to drink and giving him his medicine and all of these things to, okay, now what do I do? You know, it's it's hard some days. Even now, I mean, I'm going on 3 years. It will be 3 years in March. And I still see it like it was yesterday. And I'm going to say something that I was talking to a girl at work because I had a mini meltdown at work, and was talking to someone. I was crying, and I want to put this out there. If your spouse, wife, or husband pass away at home and the funeral home is called, usually they are hospice, if they're in hospice called for me, or you'll be calling to have them come get your spouse if they pass at home. This is important. Say your goodbyes before the funeral home sends the people out. Kiss them goodbye. Whatever you need to do. Once the funeral home gets there and says that they're going to take your spouse, leave the room. Leave, go outside, whatever you need to do. Do not watch. And if they ask you if you want to say a final goodbye, say no. Because I'll tell you why. I said my goodbyes to my husband. Funeral home came. My brother-in-law came out of the house because I was outside crying with my sister-in-law. He came out and he said, okay, they're getting ready to take him. Do you want to see him one more time before he goes? And I said, yes, I want to say goodbye. Even though I'd already said goodbye, I just wanted to see him one more time. It still haunts me today. Because when I walked in, he was on a gurney. He had a American flag draped across him from about chest down. And he was in a body bag, zipped up to about here, folded down on the sides of his head. And I kissed him goodbye. And told him he was the best thing that ever happened to me. And he went back outside. So the last vision I have of him is in a body bag. Save yourself that. Say your goodbyes before the funeral home comes. Because that haunts me. It really does. As much as I loved him and as much as I wanted to say goodbye again, I wish I hadn't. I wish I had just remembered him laying in the hospital bed in our living room. So there is something real and honest. Don't do it. Because that is the last thing you want, is to remember that vision. Because it is crystal clear to me. Still having trouble sleeping. I live in Michigan and it is gray and there's snow on the ground and the weather's been awful and barely seen sunshine in like a month. Here and there, peaks of it. It is so gloomy and so depressing that I'm honestly thinking of going to the beach. Like getting on a plane and going to the beach because somewhere warm, sun shining. Because with the holidays, the first of the year, and this weather, I'm struggling and I'm going up and down. I have good weeks, I have bad weeks, I have several bad weeks in a row. Last weekend I felt better. This weekend, I mean, I feel okay. But, again, we're expecting snow overnight. I have a 30-mile commute to work. It is brutal on some days. And yep, I chose it. I understand that. But I'm back to, going through the motions and trying to survive. As much as I hate that, Y'all know I've been talking to somebody who lives in Tennessee. I live in Michigan. And I've recently joined another veterans organization, and there was some guy there that a woman texted me that I know, and she's like, hey, this guy wants your number. Can I give it to him? And I'm like, no. I said, I don't randomly hand out my phone number. I don't to people I don't know. And she said, that's fine. I said, well, I hope he understands, because I only talked to him for like 15 minutes, at a meeting, and or after a meeting. And yeah, I'm not. And then I got to thinking about it, and I thought, I'm safe with the guy that lives in Tennessee, because I can talk to him on the phone, and I have a good friendship with him, and I really do care very much about him. But the thought of having somebody close that I would see every day, I don't know, I'm not ready for that. I'm not ready to have somebody 24/7 in my life. Someone that can say, hey, I'll be there in 10 minutes. Nope, not ready. It is lonely, and sometimes as sad as I am, and I would love to have somebody to just lay my head on their chest and go to sleep at night knowing I am safe 100%. But with that comes fear and a lot of guards up. Because, man, fall in love with somebody again, and if something happened to them, I don't know if I would survive it again. Look at me. I'm going on 3 years. Look at this. The fear of doing this again? I don't know. And the lady at the office that I had my mini meltdown suggested a place where she went for counseling. She's 13 years into it and still cries. And she's remarried. Would I love to be married and have someone in my life 24/7? Yeah, I would. But I can't do it. I just can't do it. And I don't have anyone that I can really talk to about it. Where if I went to this grief counseling, maybe I would find out that other people feel the way I do. And I know this is seasonal stuff. Grief plays tricks on your mind. That's why I share this with you, because I will never sugarcoat anything, and I will never lie to you about how I feel. this is it for me. Like, I'm trying to heal and I'm do better. And then, like, the holidays hit and this weather is horrid. And grief gets in your brain and it just reroutes it sometimes. Like, I can be really good and a song comes on, or somebody mentions my husband, and just in a great way, and it just makes me miss him. And I know once the weather warms up, I can get out, I can do things. This will change. But, and I've told you many times before, staying busy. Lord help me. I am volunteering like a madwoman. Next weekend, I'm volunteering Friday night, Saturday night, and Sunday day. Because with this time of year, I can't sit at home. Because then, and I almost feel like I'm saying that I feel sorry for myself, but it is grief rerouting your brain to make you think that people don't care about you. What are you here for? And when I get to that place, I know that it's grief. I know that it's changing the way that I think sometimes and how I feel. So I hope that you can recognize that too in your grief journey. And if you ever feel this way, just leave a comment below and tell me, because I feel like it's pretty normal. Not that I've ever been normal. Tell you that. Maybe it's abnormal. I don't know. But yeah, I'm still hurting. And if you are going on 3 years and you have not moved on, you have you've got someone else in your life and you're happy, I am so happy for you. Everybody's journey is different. We all hurt from it, though. Some of us, it takes a little longer. Some of us never get over it. I'm fighting to get over it. I really am, because I want to be happy again. I want to be able to let somebody in my life and just be stinking happy again. I just want to be happy again. So, and I want that for all of you too. So, I hope that you all have a great week. I'm going to hope that I have one too. And I will see you all next weekend, and hope that I am in a better place, and so are you. Have a great week, everybody.